Good morning. Thank you for joining with me. We are in A Course in Miracles, the combined volume. This is the workbook for students, and the book is by the Foundation for A Course in Miracles. Thank you for joining with me for the meditation for the lesson of the day. Let us prepare for meditation. Sit with your back supported, head and neck free. Close your eyes. Start with a 2x breath in through the nose for a count of 2. Out through the mouth for a count of 4. Repeat this 2 more times, and then we'll move into a 3x breath in through the nose for a count of 3, out through the mouth for a count of 6. And do that 3 times, and then move into a 4x breath in through the nose for a count of 4, out through the mouth for a count of 8. As you're breathing in, envision the breath coming up through the base of your spine, all the way up your back and out the top of your head as you exhale. Envision a pure, pure, pure light, as pure as you can imagine, in the center of your mind, expanding throughout your body. Lesson 198. Only my condemnation injures me. Injury is impossible, and yet illusion makes illusion. If you can condemn, you can be injured. For you have believed that you can injure, and the right you have established for yourself can now be used against you, until you lay it down as valueless, unwanted, and unreal. Forgiveness is illusion that is answer to the rest. Forgiveness sweeps all other dreams away, and though it is itself a dream, it breeds no others. Forgiveness is the only road that leads out of disaster, past all suffering, and finally away from death. How can there be another way when this one is the plan of God Himself? Only my condemnation injures me. Only my own forgiveness sets me free. Now let us move into a silent meditation. Only my condemnation injures me. This is another in the current series where Jesus emphasizes that we are responsible for what we feel, be it gratitude, injury, or thoughts of victimization. In other words, the world in and of itself has no power over us, for our pain and joy come from only the mind's decision. Thus, when it seems A Course in Miracles is impossible to do, let alone understand, it is because we believe the ego's thought system is all-powerful, in the face of which we are helpless victims and incapable of change. Jesus teaches, however, there is indeed hope, because the power to make us miserable rests within us, and there is nothing outside us that can hurt us in any way. Again, the hopelessness of learning this course comes simply from not accepting Jesus' lessons about the mind. But there's no guilt. I want to interject. There's nothing to be guilty about. Everything unravels exactly as it's supposed to. Unravels. Everything reveals. Okay, everything does everything as it's supposed to. All right, let me pick up Ken. This is Ken again. This is expressed in different ways throughout this lesson, which focuses almost exclusively on forgiveness, the power of the mind to choose again. Thus, we forgive others for what they have not done, for they have not made us unhappy or brought us pain, because the world is an illusion. It's not the truth of who we are. Only my condemnation injures me. This is from The Gifts of God, page 19, Helen Schuckman. Say but I love you to all living things, and they will lay their blessing over you, to keep you ever safe and ever sure that you belong to God and He to you. What but I love you could be the greeting of Christ to Christ, who welcomes but Himself, because we are all one. And what are you except the Son of God, the Christ whom He would welcome to Himself? Which basically that's it. So I don't know if I mentioned that I'm reading. I did probably in the past, but not recently. I'm reading Ken Wapnick's Journey Through the Workbook of A Course in Miracles by Ken Wapnick, Ph.D. Only my condemnation injures me, only my forgiveness sets me free. This is the key to A Course in Miracles, not just this lesson. We will never be alone as we make our way with our teacher and guide. The Temple of Healing calls, and we come home at last to it. And this is from the text, chapter 26. Now is the temple of living God rebuilt as host again to Him by whom it was created. Where He dwells, His Son dwells with Him, never separate. And they give thanks that they are welcome, made at last. Where stood a cross stands now the risen Christ, and ancient scars are healed within His sight. An ancient miracle has come to bless and to replace an ancient enmity that came to kill. In gentle gratitude do God the Father and the Son return to what is theirs and will forever be. Now is the Holy Spirit's purpose done, for they have come. They have come at last. I love you. Thank you so much for joining with me today. I hope that you have a most beautiful day. And I just want to share that I had some stress at work this week, and so Tuesday, I was completely frazzled, and I forgot everything. It was awful. I was so overwhelmed and just completely caught up in fear of the future, and I was making myself sick. And then I unplugged Tuesday night. I practiced the course. I did my reading, did my meditation, and then Wednesday I woke up and decided to choose again, and it was a beautiful day, a completely different day, and I just really wanted to share that because that is the power of our mind. It's just, I want to remember it all the time, and I don't, you know, especially in forgiveness lessons. There are some people in your life that are like, you know, every time you think of them, you just kind of, right? And what helps me with that is to remember them as a baby, you know, because that's not who they really are. You know, there's a light within them. And that's something that you know, it's all in the moment. So every time the thought comes up, just change your mind and turn your thoughts to the thought of the innocent child, the beautiful, beautiful, laughing, joyful light, and innocence, because that's the truth, that's the reality. But it is so hard to remember. So we'll just keep practicing, right? Love holds no grievances. Today I will hold no grievances because I am willing to remember that I am love. I live the sacred life as I remember my safety in love instead of defense. Yay! I love you. Have a beautiful day. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.